couldn't protect Assad in Syria. Every morning, afternoon, evening, Israel and America is threatening Iran. And then today, they've seized Russia oil tanker. Like they've seized it. America seized it. Until now, there's no response from Russia. Come on. Look, in this world, power intimidation is very important. If you want to be taken serious, you need to be powerful and intimidating. That is what Trump does. He will intimidate you right now. That's what he does. So today, he will want Greenland, say he'll go for Cuba, say he'll go for Mexico, say he'll go for Colombia, say he'll do this. That's what he does. Putin is just, Charlie, a tanker. That is Russian flag. Is that a Russian flag? With Russian crew on board, has been abducted. These US people seized it. And right now, the American media is saying that the Russians on board will be tried and jailed. And Putin is sitting down, keeping quiet. Charlie, oh, come on. And according to what I know, there were Russian warships surrounding the tanker. And then it was seized by America. And then till now, hours later, there's no response from their defense minister or whatever. No response from Putin. Nothing said. America is saying they're going to trial and jail the Russian crew. But then Putin, Master, in this world, you have to be intimidating and powerful. You are powerful. You just have to be intimidating also. Because all the countries are now putting their hope on you because they know America. Then you are just failing them left and right. Not that you don't have the power and capability or capacity to respond. You can respond. But which kind of... Charlie. Master, you the former hand. Seriously. You the former hand.
Depending on who you are, some $1,500. Because our grid is trash, we're going to go ahead and rebuild Venezuela's grid for them too. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and... Yeah. I feel like we're essentially creating like this slave country is what we're doing. Yeah. But you have to remember, Venezuelans are not like Americans. They're not going to lay around on their couch eating Cheetos and just lay down for the United States. That's what Americans do. I don't think they will. I think if the United States is just stealing from them, which is what I 1,000% believe, I don't think they're going to help Venezuelans at all. I think they will revolt. But we'll see. We'll see. I suspect they'll get cheap health care next, you know. Thanks.
I've been saying it all along. The reason that we were going to go to Venezuela was not to topple a dictatorship, not to liberate the people. That's what they sell you. They sold us that in Iraq. Well, we're going to liberate the people from Saddam Hussein. Libya. Oh, we're going to get rid of Gaddafi. You know, that's what they sell you. But really what this has to do with is minerals, oil. The oil is what funds our currency. See, if you don't remember, or if you're not old enough, in the 1970s, we were taking off the gold standard, right? We had the Federal Reserve and all that stuff, but we created what they called a petrodollar. That means that all countries have to trade oil in the United States dollar. It keeps our dollar stable and it keeps it strong. And there's a few countries that have tried challenging that. You know, the United States went to war with Iraq, and we bombed Libya. We did a lot of things to keep our dollar constant, right? Keep the money flow in our direction. Well, if you haven't done your research as of late, there's a thing called BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. And they all got together. They said, we're going to trade oil in the yuan. And what this does is it destabilizes our currency. And who is Russia and China trading with? Oh, Venezuela, the largest oil reserves in the world, like almost 400 billion barrels, right? Trillions of dollars. You think we're going to just let that go to waste? No, it had nothing to do with liberating people. I promise you. So I want you guys to do, sácate la cabeza del culo and figure things out for yourself and quit using ChatGPT to find the answers. Have some critical thinking skills and use your brain, because this lead, follow, get out of the way shit, we're going to be teaching our kids a lot of lessons about punji sticks. And if you don't know what those are, that's another video. You should Google that. Anyhow, peace out. Literally, it's over.
Nigerians are protesting because of what happened in Venezuela, because I don't really understand. Some Nigerians has come out on the street to protest because of the airstrike that was launched in Venezuela by US president. As a matter of fact, they are protesting heavily. I don't even know the state, but as I'm talking to you, a very big protest is going on. They are saying that US should hands off in Venezuela, and the president of Venezuela and the wife should be released. That is what is happening is just what is called new colonialism or imperialism, that US has no single respect for the sovereignty of Venezuela. Remember a few days ago, the US president launched an airstrike in Venezuela, arrested the Venezuelan president with the wife. They are now in US. They'll be tried in US as a result of a lot of criminal conspiracy. Now, Nigerians are protesting for what happened in Venezuela. Imagine we wait there for fire. They are protesting. What happened in Venezuela, whatever that is happening in Venezuela, can it be compared with the insecurity that is happening in Nigeria? We are not even done like solving the problem that we have in Nigeria. We still have a lot of insecurity issue happening in northern part of Nigeria. A lot of insecurity issue. We are not even done solving it. Now, we are not even done combating insecurity in Nigeria. Now, Nigerians are now protesting for what is happening in Venezuela. They are not even, they have not protested for what is happening in Nigeria, but they are protesting for Nigeria, Venezuela president to be released with the wife. Are they okay? At this point, we need to ask ourselves, are they okay? Are they all right? Why why wouldn't they protest what is happening in Nigeria? We have a lot of people kidnapped in northeast, northwest, even in the eastern part of Nigeria. A lot of kidnapping and abduction is taking place. They have not even protested for Nigerian government to combat insecurity in Nigeria. They are now protesting for US government to hands off in whatever that is happening in Venezuela. What is your opinion? Put it down in the comment section, because this is really very shocking to me.
Guys, at this point, I feel that Donald Trump is crossing boundaries. He just told us that he have secured 30 to 50 million barrels of sanctioned oil for Venezuela. And he said the money will be in his possession. After selling the oil, that the money will be in his possession. That he will use the money to help the people of Venezuela. Hey. Listen to this. I am pleased to announce that the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over between 30 and 50 million barrels of high-quality sanctioned oil to the United States of America. This oil will be sold at its market price, and that money will be controlled by me as President of the United States of America to ensure it is used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. I have asked Energy Secretary Chris Wright to execute this plan. Immediately, it will be taken by storage ships and brought directly to unloading docks in the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Honestly, this man is fearless. He will say what he will do publicly, and he will still do it, and nothing will happen. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey, wait. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? 50 barrel of high quality sanctioned oil. Guys, what do you think about this news? What do you think?
Donald Trump finally showed his true color. We now know who the real dictator is. We now know who the real bully is. It was all about the Venezuela's oil all along, and I made a lot of videos before the situation got to this point. I said, the United States is going for that Venezuelan oil. Many people argue, hey, why are you always against the United States? Why are you always against Donald Trump? Why don't you have anything good to say about Donald Trump? It is there in the open. And this is shameful. I mean, and I suppose many of you will agree with me, but only those that are less informed or less educated that thinks otherwise. Here is what Donald Trump tweeted in the last couple of minutes. He said, I am very pleased to announce that the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over 50 million barrels of oil to the United States. The sanctioned oil. We will sell this oil at market price, and the money will be controlled by me, Donald Trump. We will try to use this money to better the lives of the Venezuelan people. Shameful. And I heard some Africans were celebrating when all of this happened. African that had gone through suffer. You know how suffer is. You know how it is to be bullied, to be oppressed. And you're celebrating another country being oppressed and bullied. I'm disappointed. Shocking. It was all about the oil. Look what is going on with the United States all of a sudden becoming pirate on the sea. Jumping from one country's tanker to another, seizing other people's natural resources. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't seen it, now you know. Donald Trump had openly said it. They are pressuring. So whoever made that deal to sell off Maduro had a contract made with Donald Trump. Somebody sold Maduro off. You know that, right? Maduro was not captured through military operation. You know that, right? And this was all about Venezuelans' wealth and natural resources. You know that, right? I was right all along. Some of you agreed with me because you understand. You saw the map. You saw the bigger picture of what was going on. But many of these...
Like seeing some Ghanaians saying, oh, we want Putin to take action. They have seen that the world is now saying that Donald Trump is a bully to the world. Like oil tank that was going towards Russia, Donald Trump sent his marine workers to stop the oil. Can you imagine? This actually caused a lot of chaos online. Guys, online, America is really hot. People are thinking, oh, maybe this could lead to third world war. But Donald Trump, it's not about Donald Trump. People are saying Donald Trump is a dictator. Donald Trump, the plan of Donald Trump to arrest the president of Venezuela is not all about being a dictator. This man is after their oil. So Nigerians are saying, if this man come and arrest President Tinubu, he will take our oil. He's after the oil. He doesn't attack a country that does not have oil. He only attacks those that have oil. Immediately he arrested this man. What next? He said it. These people are going to supply America 30 million to 50 million tanks of oil. Guys, can you imagine that? It's not about the people. It's about the oil. His interest is to bring more money to America. His interest is about America. He doesn't care about any other thing that is happening out of America. But he will take things from other countries and develop their country, make their country rich, and make their country superpowers if he has to do that. So people who are calling on Donald Trump to come and help them, please, you have to be very, very careful. Because by the time he comes to your country, that you people are complaining of suffering, they're suffering with times 1 million. To be honest with you, those Nigerians that are calling on Donald Trump to come and help them, please think twice. Think twice. I know you guys are not benefiting from the government, but would you prefer a foreigner to benefit? The only thing is, if the only thing now is for President Tinubu to change, if President Tinubu does not want to change, then Donald Trump come and take him away. President Tinubu just needs to change. And Nigerians, one thing about Nigerians, they are only calling on their government to change, to stop the killing. Why are you killing people? They are allowing all this Fulani herdsmen to be killing Nigerians anyhow, and their government is not even saying anything about it. If you're new on my channel, you have subscribed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. Guys, keep watching.